Good afternoon, students. It's revision time. So, today we are going to revise my mother at 66 NCERT question answers, and I suggest you to go through the video of detailed explanation before you go through the NCERT solution. The first question is, what is the kind of pain and ache that the poet feels? This is the situation when she was living there, when she was going to leave for Cochin. The emotional pain and ache that the poet feels is due to the realization that her mother has grown old. Mother was Kamala Das was greatly attached to her mother, and she was sad, and that was the pain. Ache mean pain. She has become frail. Frail mean weak and pale like a corpse. Pale, weak like a corpse. Corpse is dead body. As in the poem you have learned, she here the she has been used for mother. Mother was very weak and like a dead body. She is dependent on her children, and now the mother was totally dependent on children because she was too old to walk. The ache also refers to the childhood's fear when the poet felt insecure without her mother. This pain is also related to childhood fear of the poet because she was totally attached to the mother, and usually she used to feel insecure without mother. Second question. Why are the young trees described as sprinting in the poem? As in second stanza, you may remember that trees are sprinting. The young trees are personified in the poem. Personification, as I told you in the explanation, means when non-living things are acted like human. Generally trees don't run, but here poet says trees are running, sprinting. The young trees are personified in the poem, means the trees are working. It looks that the trees are running like human. They seem to be running in the opposite direction when seen through the window of the moving car. It's very simple. When we move by a car and we see that it looks that trees are running in opposite direction. The movement of the children and the trees is in stark contrast. Stark means strong. Contrast with the stillness associated with the mother. Because it is a contrast. Stillness associated with the mother. Mother was still, she was sleeping and like a dead body. She was looking, right? On other way, trees are shown like running. So there is a contrast with mother situation because she want to change her mind. The poet wants to change her mind with energy because she was very sad when mother she looks at her mother. The vibrancy of youth and the inertia. Inertia is lack of activity. It is also related to mother. Inertia of old age can be correlated here in this expression. Vibrancy of the youth mean trees, running trees are symbol of youngsters, and mother is symbol of old deadly people, those who can't even walk. So here is the contrast of energy of youth versus inertia of old age people, means they cannot do any activity. So that's sprinting trees is here a contrast. Why has the poet brought in the image of the merry children spilling out of their homes? Why has the poet used that Mary children spilling out of their homes when she was in car and she was seeing outside? If you remember the explanation of the poem, and she tells that some children are running outside. The poet highlights the helplessness and frailty of old age, frailty, weakness of old age with the help of contrast. Again, as in second question, in third, this is also a contrast because when we have hot water, then only can we can come to know the sensitivity of cold water in a contrast. And when we have a cold water, then only can we come to know the sensitivity of hot water. In the same way, when we are in grief, then only we can know the value of happiness. So here the poets is using contrast to show her grief, to highlight her grief, to highlight the situation of the mother. The mother dozes off with her mouth open. The mother in the car dozes off, making sound with open mouth, as old people when they are sleeping they do. Whereas the children spill out of their homes, and in the contrast, the children are running out of their homes. This signifies moment of energy and enthusiasm which the old people are bereft of. Bereft of means they don't have, they are powerless. So she has used image of children running to highlight the powerlessness of her mother. Why has the mother been compared to the late winter's moon? Late winter's moon. You know, in late winter's moon, there is a fog, there is a mist, and the moon is not very clear. It looks deadly. At the same situation, mother is also is looking energyless because she is too old. So that's why the mother has been compared to the late winter's moon, which is dull and shrouded. Mother's face is also dull now. Shrouded, it's not clear. Shrouded means hidden, but here shrouded mean unclear as late winter moons, because that is also not sharp and very clear. It symbolizes the ebbing of life, depression of life. Because sadness, dull moon and mother's face, that is depression of life, sadness of life. The moon brings to the poet's mind night or the approaching end of the life, because moon is here symbol of depression and sadness and approaching end of life. And whenever because she is sad, because she is thinking that her mother is going to die very soon. The mother, like the late winter's moon, is dull and dim, so that's why she has compared mother's face with late winter's moon, dull and dim. As late winter moon is not clear and sharp, it looks dull and dim. In the same way, mother's face is also like a corpse, dim or energyless. What do the parting words of the poet and her smile signify? Parting words, leaving words. When you leave someone, you say bye or see you, these kind of words. And when she says see you soon, Amma, and she smiled, what is the significance? What is the importance of that smile when she was leaving and she smiled when she was leaving her mother? The parting words see you soon, Amma, are used by the poet to reassure the mother. Reassure the mother. She wants to, build confidence of the mother that they will meet soon, and to infuse optimism in the poet herself, because she was also not sure that the mother will be alive when she comes back. But she was optimizing some positivity, she was inserting some positivity, optimism in herself also. The poet accepts the reality yet keeps on smiling in order to put up a brave front. The poet accepts the reality. What is the reality? Reality that mother will be no more soon. Yet, फिर भी keeps on smiling in order to put up a brave front. Yet, she wants to express a brave front in front of mother, that she wants to build confidence of her mother and herself also, that they are going to meet soon. It requires a lot of effort for the poet to stabilize. At that time, stabilize means अपने आप को संभाल के रखना. It requires a lot of effort for the poet to stabilize. At that time, she stabilized herself. It was very difficult. बहुत जोर लगा उसका. Hence the poet has used the poetic device of repetition. Smile and smile and smile. So this is poetic device. Repetition has been used. So my dear students, go through the video, grab each and every word and ask your queries. Thank you.